Well, greetings gamers! Welcome back to The Italian Job with me, Johnny, AccessEuphoria. I do want to say a massive thank you for everyone still watching and hopefully enjoying the episode and series. If you are enjoying it, then please do smash that like button down below. Give it a massive thumbs up, give it a massive smack, and yeah, if we hit quite a good number, let's say 30-35 likes on this episode, then maybe I might drop you a special cheeky 4th upload of the week. I'll leave it up to you guys to show your appreciation in the comments and the like button. Now, in terms of what we're going to look at today, so we'll cut over, I thought we'd have a quick little look in the background for just some generic things happening with the club at the minute. So, for example, we have lost £170,000 already in the red, and 850,000 over the year, and that is including the fact that we've sold a lot of players. When we recently just sold a £500,000 player, it's just gone. That money just disappeared, vanished into thin air. I can only hope that we're going to start earning some more money as we go, because the thing is, we arguably could be losing a hell of a lot more. We've got 54 grand a week available wage budget that we could use. You know, we could use it. So that's what, £200,000 extra per month that we could be using over the season. We could have been in like almost 3 million debt. I even tried to get a senior affiliate and they rejected it. They couldn't find one. You can see your manager performance is all really good. They're all happy. Why kind of wouldn't they be? We are untouchable, which is brilliant. Past that, they're not bothered about that. Winning a league, they're pleased. So yeah, everything's pretty good at the minute on that front. Someone was mentioning recently about, and obviously in terms of the comments, I will sort of say, I will have put a few comments up in like the intro and the early parts. I will do it on all the episodes, or most of the episodes. I will try and put some little comments for you guys on. So if you want to be in, you know, if you want to get your name and your comment on this big screen, then drop some comments down below. And yeah, someone was mentioning like some players to scout. I've scouted them. We'll see if they come good. You know, I will always take on board your feedback, your suggestions, your ideas. In terms of the non-EU things were mentioned, like right now, Serie C and Serie B, we can't sign non-EU players. So I'm not even really bothering to scout them. I'm purely just scouting like EU countries at the minute, because it might as well, to be fair. It's not worth hassle, and we don't have like a huge scouting setup at the minute. So it's extra pressure that they just can't deal with. When we get to Serie A, you can start signing them, but then there's loads of rules and like one in, one out, and all this kind of jazz. I'm probably just going to not sign EU players, but we'll scout basically every country's regions, but we'll just filter them by EU nationality, because even like some Brazilians, as we saw earlier, can have dual nationality. Like the Chris guy and the others that we went for like a few episodes ago, and I think one went to Southampton. He was like dual nationality as Italian or Portuguese. So you can still get them, but obviously just not as many of them have that dual nationality. So we'll probably save the EU spot, the non-EU spots, for like a superstar gem that we find. So maybe when I'm just going for like the Brazil team and I spot someone and we sign them kind of ourselves, you know, they're not part of the scouting system. That's what we'll save that spot for, I think, because it's just not worth the hassle. I'll probably forget and I'll sign too many, and then there'll be players kicking off. It'll be mental. But either way, guys, we digress. Let's get into some games. And the first game we're going to play is not this tactic. As you can tell, I've been having a little play around with some tactics off camera in that last week between games. I'll just sort of saying, I wonder if this will work, or I wonder if this will work. I've not tried any yet. It's just kind of like my thoughts. I've always wanted to try a Ramdoya, so I'm very tempted when we've like won the league to have a little cheeky look at the Ramdoya. But anyway, this is our obviously usual tactic and lineup, and you can see we've got Lazzarini, Fiordaliso, Modolo, Riccardi, Felucci, because we do have May suspended. We've got Fiordalino, Mala, Efkan, Fedriani, Alamu, and Longo leading the line. So today's game is against Pro Vercelli, and they are second in the league, so another tough test. So we'll do this one as a highlight game, and I'll join you back if there's any goals. Come on, boys, it's finally there. It's been a bit of a sluggish game so far, to be honest with you. But Marco Frediani, from a set piece, has managed to put us 1-0 up against Pro Vercelli. You can see kind of a low free kick gets into Fedrani, takes it near post, 1-0 up. Oh, that is a great goal from Efkan there, just outside the D, on the edge of the box, receives the ball in, and just sweet as you like, bends it into the back of the net, makes it 2-0 just after half-time. You can see Fiordolino picks him out. I was kind of thinking shoot, and he did, and he delivered. 2-0, guys. And as belting as that first effort was, this was a cracking second goal of the game for Efkan here. You can see ball's really out wide in the kind of like corner area, tucks it back into him on the edge of the box, and he just unleashes one into the bottom corner, makes it 3-0. Really good goals from Efkan here. And there's game, set, match for the game. 3-0 win again against Provicelli then. And yeah, it's a really good solid performance. 29 shots, 15 on target. So it's a good ratio there. Four woodworks, clear cut, 4 half chances. Just all in all, a good performance. They had a man set off, but it was literally 91st minute. So it didn't really have an impact on the game. And yeah, just a really good performance, to be honest. So here we are for the Monopoly second leg. But change to the advertised program schedule. Not going to be doing full game highlights for this one in terms of where I come back and show you goals. We're just going to show you the result for this game and the next league game, because I've seen on our schedule that basically the final is there where the Lecco game is. So if you look on that here, yeah, there. Serie C Cup final will be literally in a week's time. So I want to do the final if we get there. I don't want to be too like hasty and obviously be like, oh, we're going to get there. But we are 2-0 up, so we should hopefully get there. But I want to do that as a full traditional live com. So to create space for it, going to make the next 2 games a bit quicker. So here is a squad for the Monopoly game. A few changes. As you can see, Mai comes back in, Delorco, Lolo's coming in, Chong's coming in, and that's kind of about it. So let's go out there and see if we can get through to our first final of the series. So that is that. We are into the final, guys. Solid performance, nothing special. Just did a very good, solid job, really. There was a couple of scary moments, to be honest, where, well, definitely one chance where they got through and they probably should have scored, and they did have a disallowed goal. But all in all, 3-0, 5-0 in aggregate. We go through to the final, which, like I say, will be a full-on live com. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of you screaming at the television or whatever you're watching on, going, you've got it wrong, it's a 2-leg final. I have no idea. I've never played in Italy before. I had no idea, and it literally did say, you saw it with your own eyes, that it said cup final on that date. So I have no idea what's going on here, but we have a 2-legged final, which is weird and interesting. So I'm not sure what we'll do for that. We'll just approach as we come. Now, we are definitely still going to play this game off air, because there's a potential we might win the league in one of these 2 games here, potentially. So that might be the live com, and then we might do that as just a normal highlights one, and then maybe do a live com in the next episode with that one. I don't know. We'll work something in, guys. But yeah, there's a chance we can win a league. So I think that's kind of our focus right now, to be honest, now that we've found that this is a 2-legged affair, and I'm kind of lost a bit of interest in it, to be honest. But yeah, so we'll keep going. Today's game is against I couldn't pronounce. I remember I couldn't pronounce these guys last time. They need to hurry up and get relegated, to be honest. Or we need to hurry up and get promoted. Either way, AV, I think is what I called them last time, and that's what they'll be called today. So they're 18th in the league, so again, we should be alright. A few changes, a couple of suspensions again, this time for Modolo, Delorco, and Fiordino's got a cold. Hopefully, he hasn't got a high temperature and a cough, but I'm not saying no. But anyway, let's get in the game and see how we do. Well, that didn't exactly go to plan there. 1-1 draw, and yeah, not our best, to be honest. I mean, if you look at the stats, it all looks pretty decent. I mean, we had a 100% tackle-won ratio, which is incredible. But yeah, just a counter kind of long ball through, and they scored an equaliser. It was a really good finish, but just, yeah, we didn't really look like we had a cutting edge today, unfortunately. It was a real shame. So, yeah, 1-1 draw. Potentially that might upset the plan for winning the league in those 2 games, but either way, it's a draw. We keep going. Well, here we are then for the Lecco game. It's another team low in the division. They are 16th at the minute. Obviously, they'll be all battling for the places down there. A few changes because we do have an injury to Aramu. He picked up in the last game towards the end, and he will be out for around 3 weeks, which is a real shame, and he probably will miss some of those cup games. He might miss both legs, actually. Might just be the first one, but I think it could be touch and go for that second one. But either way, I'm going to throw Limbombe in there. He needs game time, needs a bit of experience, and we've got quite enough games to be able to seal things. So even if we mess up a couple of games, we've got quite a lot left where we can seal the title. I think we can do it in this game, but I'm just going to do the highlights mode. And if we do win it, and there's a chance that we're going to get the confetti and stuff, I'll try and show you that as well. But yeah, it might be this game, might be next one. I think we'll probably stick with doing some live comms in the cup finals. But yeah, this is the squad we're going to go with. Let's go and see if we can beat Lecco. Don't normally come back on this screen, but you can see it there. It does actually say they shouldn't need much encouragement, but with the title at stake, give the team a bit of a lift. So it does look like this is the title game. So actually, guys, we're going to do a live comm. So you've only missed me literally click submit, to be honest. So let's go and do it then. Let's see if we can do it. So come on, lads. Tell me guys we can win. Come on, lads. Win this one for the fans and seal a title for us. Yeah, let's go for that. Win it for the fans, title for us. Let's go, boys. Let's see if we can do it. It's the first proper live comm of this series, and we're 1-0 up. It's good when things start quite well, isn't it? Longo with the goal there, 12th goal of the season, and Fcan with another great delivery. This guy and his set pieces are phenomenal. Fcan has been a beautiful signing. Now, I spotted him. I can't remember where I originally sort of came across this guy. I think it was a recommendation in a chat or something, or someone was like, oh, because it was definitely when I was doing the... Oh, hang on, we're through here, Mala. Lolo Shoots. Oh, it was when I was doing the Jotterberg series, and so I was looking for cheap players, and someone suggested him, I'm sure, and I checked him out. Couldn't get him for that save. I think he'd actually gone somewhere else by the time that I saw him. I think, yeah. So I think like us, we got him for free at the end of first season. I think someone else had done that already, so we couldn't get him. But he has just been a fantastic player for us. And to say we got him for free, he's just unbelievable. It's Federani coming forwards here, tucks it in. Oh, 2-0. Marco Fedriani, 9th goal of the season. What a finish in the corner that one was. Great goal here. And we'll see the replay as Fcan picks out Fedriani, running down. Now, I have still been tweaking little things here and there in the tactic. I'm just still not 100% settled on this. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm still not 100%. If we can seal a title here today, I definitely think in some of the games coming up, might have a little play with a few other tactical variants. But I might also not. I'm just very picky, and I love perfection. I always seek perfection in my tactics. Even though you're never going to get there. You're never going to have that. There's always going to be something that's just not quite right or could be better. That is just like football in general, to be honest. But for me, I just don't feel like it's the front three that just... sometimes they're brilliant, and other... Ooh, that was a decent goal there from Lecco. Set piece, headed from Malgrati. Andrea Malgrati puts it in the back of net. 2-1. 38 minutes on the clock. A little bit of danger for us. Strambelli puts it in. There's a header. Goalkeeper is definitely an area I'm looking at for next season on focus, but there's just not a massive amount out there at the minute on frees, and that's kind of all we can look at. And not many regens other than that Brazilian kid who just wanted insane money. We might have a penalty. We do have a penalty. Longo will take it. He's already got a goal, so we'll see if he can double his tally here and give us an advantage over Lecco getting towards half time. Longo to step up. Longo makes it 3-1. Come on, boys. 13th goal of the season. That's not a bad tally. And he's still got another 6-7 games or whatever to go. And he has rotated with Candle. I can't remember his name now. Candelloni, is it? Oh, God, I literally can't remember his name. I'm sat on the bench what's your name, mate? That's it. But yeah, he has rotated a bit, so I suppose 13 goals isn't awful. Maybe I'm just being a bit harsh on the strikers, that they're not going to score every single game. It's just, I feel like in some of the games they just don't seem to be involved at all. It's kind of like the inside forwards that are involved, or it's just the midfielders kind of running the show. Sometimes it just feels like they go a bit missing. But Limbombe here, can he do something? Oh, Limbombe almost getting his first goal for the club, and that would have been one hell of a way to do it with the right effort. sucks that that didn't go in, to be honest. But half-time, 3-0 up, and definitely going to say calm, very pleased, keep it going, 3-1, really solid at the minute. Sorry if you hear like crows or anything in the background, because the camera's right next to an open window, because obviously it's boiling at the minute. So I normally don't have it open, but I was had to today. And there's some trees not far, and I think actually it's on the roof. But yeah, sorry if you hear that. Ball played up, Delorco into Fiordaliso, Lolo, Mala. Not sure if we'll get the confetti, because obviously we're at the away club, but hopefully we do. Limbombe, come on, what can you do? Pass it home a bit. Just tackled this. He's still settling in as a lad. He's not amazing by any stretch. Even though it shows like 2-star on our team, he's still quite a green, young player. Definitely needs to improve. And hopefully it will. Hopefully it'd be nice to see him develop and come good as Longo on the ball here. Obviously searching for a hat-trick. Cheeky little back kick. And Frederani goes wide. I'm going to give him a get creative. I don't want us to get a little bit stale in the second half. Limbombe is looking a bit complacent, but winning, I'd kind of like to keep him on, to be honest. Fiordaliso has been booked, so we'll bring a bit of fresh legs on that flank with Ivan the Great. And to be honest, Mala, Fabrizio. I'm kind of wanting to win Fabrizio over because I'd like to bring him back on loan for free again next year. So I'm kind of trying to give him game time because I think he's a really solid deputy and I will praise him actually now because that fires him up. He's a really solid deputy for Mala in that midfield areas. The ball played in from the corner. First bit's defended. Efkan, back to Efkan. Should go wide. Ooh, tackled. That could be a red card, I think, actually. It will be. Is he called Perfection? Joseph Perfection. Wow, what a name. That is incredible and kind of ironic that you're getting sent off at the same time. But that is awesome. Joseph Perfection. Wow, what a name. He's got a lot to live up to, hasn't he? I'm sure he's had so many jokes about that. Efkan. Ooh, surging in. Efkan. Oh, good save from the keeper. Into stoppage time we go. And this, if everything's right, and it did say it in the bit pre-match, so it should be right. This could be the last couple of minutes before we win the league title. Frederani. Can we go out in style? Ooh, just wide from him. A few minutes to go now, guys. Almost there. Come on. Are we going to get confetti? We are the champions. But yeah, look at that. Parading around. Loving that. But yeah, let's get tell them well done. You've sealed the title with your performance. It wasn't a brilliant game, but it was a solid game. We won. There's a lot of pressure on them. It's, any game where you've got like a title at stake always puts a little bit added pressure on the team. But we've dealt with it. We've won. Awesome. Let's see what people have to say about it. So we've won that. Venezia wins Serie A. Back some great performance. Budgets. Hasn't changed. Literally hasn't changed. Qualify for C Super Cup. This is something else. I have no idea what the hell this is about. What the hell is the C Super Cup? Someone's going to have to tell me in the comments if you know what the hell that is. Cool. Awesome. We won the league, guys. Brilliant stuff. So we're going to keep going, obviously, because there's still games to play, even though, kind of in the league, not too much to play for. So I think the league games now, I'm only going to show you like the start and finish. I'm not really going to bore you to death with the highlights of them, to be honest. I'm going to sort of make the episodes probably a little bit quicker, but we will try and include any transfer bits that are in there, but there's probably not going to be a load until the back end of the season. Obviously, in the last episode, we'll cover like the awards and things like that come in the end of season section, so we'll definitely do that. And I think we won't, because we've done a live com today with that game, we're not going to do a live com for this one, but we will do it there. So we're probably going to keep going, get a few of these games out of the way. I might, like I say, trial a few different tactics, potentially. And in the next episode, we'll definitely do that as our live com. But anyway, let's keep going and see what else happens in today's episode. So we're here then for the next game against Carassi. And like I say, I'm just going to show you the lineup and then we'll show you the result at the end. But Longo, Frederani, Limbombe, Fiordalino coming back in after his cold, and Mala, Efkan, Delorco, May, Modolo, Fiordaliso, and Nezdarini. So let's see how we do in our first game at home after winning the title. Well, another one of those games, really, where we've won 1-0, but definitely wasn't spectacular. Now, the problem is with a lot of the squad now is because we won the title, they're probably not going to care too much, not put the full effort in. But to be honest, we still had 38 attempts, 16 on target, 5 clear cuts and 7 half chances and only scored 1 goal. So, yeah, this is what I mean. There's still, I think, definite tweaks we can make with this. But, yeah, 1-0 win. We keep going. And here we are for the first leg against Trapani in the Serie C Cup final. That's 2 legs. That's weird and freaks me out. But yeah, this will be our final game of today's episode, and I'll show you the highlights of any goals. But the lineup is as such, with Monticello coming in to replace Limbombe, because he's also playing reserve football, because basically I'm trying to get him game time. So Monticello's going to play today. Otherwise, not really any changes, I don't think. Nope, that was the main one. So yeah, let's get in, see what happens. Well, this probably made it harder. It's been a very bitty game so far. 0-0, literally nothing to show you. We've had a red card to Moldolo in the centre-back position, which, like I say, makes it quite interesting indeed. And I think Mala's going to have to be the one that comes off, because he's also on a booking. And I think we might even drop these guys down to sort of, yeah, just stay as wide midfielders, to be honest. Maybe drop you to a deep line forward. But yeah, definitely been a tough game. They're really testing us, to be honest. It's been very even. Very strange game indeed. Literally straight after I finished talking, this is an incredible run. I was just like, the entire way though, I was like, don't mess this up. But look at this. Gets the ball from their sort of set piece, bursts past the sole defender behind, and just applies a great finish past the despaired keeper to put us 1-0 up with 10 men. Well, this certainly leaves it all to play for in the next episode's live com. Just a 1-0 victory, and this has probably been the toughest game I've come against. Really organised, decent amount of chances against it. They had 3 clear-cut chances and a half chance. Yeah, they were definitely, I'd say, the best team we've come up against in sort of the league. And obviously, they're not in our league. They're in one of the other Serie C's. I think there's 3 or 4 of them, aren't there? But, yeah, very tough tie. Not made any easier by losing a centre-back for a red card. But we held on for a 1-0 victory, which will carry over into that second leg, which you'll see as a live com in the next episode, guys. And that is going to wrap up today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll just quickly give them a calm, good win, boys. Well done. And yeah, we'll have a quick little recap. So obviously in the league, you can see we're still motoring on, but we've won it, which is brilliant. Be interested to see who kind of comes off best and comes up in the league. I kind of would like to see Provicelli, because I was kind of toying between Venezia and them for the series, so it'd be kind of cool to see them come up, I suppose. In terms of obviously the cup, we do have the second leg to play. Now, I am going to play, just so you're aware, a couple of I think I'm probably going to play these either 3 or 4 games just off camera, because anyway, we've won the league, and I'm just going to have a little play with some tactics, to be honest, guys, and just sort of try a few things out, maybe try a few different players that haven't played as much, just things like that. And then we're going to come back and do that as a live com, and then we'll finish those up and do any awards and things like that at the end of the season. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. We've won the league. We're one step towards a Serie C Cup as well, so that's got to be worth a like, and I'll see you soon for the next one.